everyone, this is Prachi Jaitly, and I am back with another episode of In Conversation With. Today's episode is again a very special episode. As you all know, we are celebrating 150th anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi this year, and the guest that I have in our studio today. They are going to talk about a very special event that is coming up. And without further ado, I don't want to waste any more time. Let me introduce you to our guests. I have Shalini Gupta here. She's a representative from the organization called United for Peace. She's the founder. And I have Mr. Nilesh Kothari with us, and he is from India Development Service. And Nilesh ji, Shalini ji, thank you very much for coming to our studio. And let me go one by one. Shalini ji, why don't you talk about, briefly about what United for Peace is all about, and then Nilesh ji, what is IDS is all about. Shalini ji, we'll start from you.
Thank you, Prachi. It's a pleasure to be here at your episode. Thank you for inviting us, giving us this opportunity. United for Peace is an organization. It's a grassroots organization of citizens. Mm-hmm. And our mission is to create respect and unity in our communities across all differences and to be a voice for nonviolence and peace in the world. So we work a lot on bringing people together. We work on across different religions, right, across different cultures, and we promote nonviolence.
And Nilesh ji, how about IDS? We have heard a lot of great work that IDS has been doing, and it's truly our honor to have both of you guys here. So for our viewers, what is IDS all about?
Thank you. Thanks, Prachi, for having us. So IDS, India Development Service, this is an organization that was started actually back in 1974. So we have been in Chicago for almost 45 plus years. We are a small grassroots organization, and we have been doing grassroots development work for marginalized people in India, all over India, mm-hmm. Not unique to particular states. We do it for all over the country. And the way the IDS as an organization is somewhat unique is because what we do is we provide grassroots seed funding for the people who are really trying to make an improvement in the lives of the community at the village level. We talk about Gandhiji's philosophy and his Gram Seva. IDS has always believed in that, and that's what IDS is all about, doing Gram Seva, village independence, and that's what IDS is all about. And so this year, given the Gandhiji's 150th anniversary, we thought this would be a best way to, pay tribute to him by organizing an event that really, epitomizes his philosophy and the kind of work we do. So
thank you very much for bringing us to the very important topic for today's conversation. This upcoming event that United for Peace, India Development Service, WBEZ, Worldview, and Gandhi Commemorative Stamp Initiative. All these four organizations are coming together to celebrate the legend and his principles and his values. So how did the seed of this event come up? Who conceptualized it? And then, this is so special because I think the lineup of the guests, which we will tell our viewers a little bit later, the lineup of the guests that you guys have. So tell us about this. When is the event? And then who are all our guests so that, we can invite all our community members to the event.
Certainly. So let me start, and Shalini, feel free to add. So as I said in the beginning, is given that IDS and Gandhiji's philosophy or what we wanted to do was so much coming together. Beginning of the year, we said let's do an event that to celebrate Gandhiji, and we started having a conversation from an IDS as an organization with what we should do. And WBZ has been our good partner for many years. So we started having a discussion with them in terms of how do we make a broader impact, not just with the Indian community and Indian diaspora, but much more broader, much more global.
Right.
And that's how this whole concept and discussion started with WBZ. And before we knew it, we got people like supporting organizations. We got United for Peace involved.
Right.
We got Gandhiji, Dr. Sonti with Gandhi Community Stamp Initiative. And we all came together and said, we need to come up with a very unique event that brings the peace leaders and the descendants of the peace leaders together for the first time in Chicago.
Right.
Is there a way to do that? And that's how this whole discussion started. And sure enough, we got support from everybody and from WBZ and Worldview, and we have a wonderful lineup of people that I can go over in terms of what we have.
Right. So for our viewers, this event is going to be on October 18th. At the Field Museum.
Correct.
Is that correct?
That's right. So the event is happening on Field Museum on October 18th. And you can find a lot of information on this in our website called idsevents.org.
idsevents.org. Okay.
That's where you can go there and find all the events information.
Are the tickets available there?
The tickets are available there as well. You can go there and get the tickets over there.
And there are opportunities for sponsorship as well.
Absolutely.
Right?
So there's opportunities for sponsorship, and then there's a VIP reception we have at the beginning, so where you will have an opportunity to meet with this wonderful line of speakers that we have. So I can talk about those speakers.
Sure. One of the speakers one of the guests that I saw is Ila Gandhi, right?
Absolutely.
She's a granddaughter of Mahatma Gandhi. And then you have 3-4 more guests, and then more speakers from different educational institutes as well, right?
Yes.
So why don't we talk about the guests? Please do the honors.
So as you said, we are so privileged to have this wonderful line of people joining us. Ila Gandhi, who is the granddaughter of Gandhiji, she's coming from South Africa, and so she's going to be with us. Along with her, we have Maki Mandela, who was a daughter of Mandela. She's coming. She was thrilled when we approached her. She says, "There is no way I'm going to miss this. This is a great opportunity for me to be part of this event." Right. So she's coming. Actually, she's also coming. From South Africa. Then the third person we have is Anthony Chavez, who is the grandson of Cesar Chavez. And so all these people, they're either their parents or their grandparents were influenced by Gandhiji's and Gandhiji's philosophy on peace and nonviolence. So we thought, let's get these wonderful people and in the same platform. And so this is the first time. This is almost a historical event. This is the first time something like this has happened in Chicago, or for that matter anywhere, where we are bringing all these wonderful people. So we have that. Plus, being in Chicago and Chicago scene, we got participation from the African American community. So we have Reverend Jesse Jackson's daughter, Santita Jackson.
Right.
She's joining. She's going to come. We have a wonderful singer, Shay Smith, Ramfield Smith. He's joining. They're going to do a performance there.
Oh, wow.
And, Shay himself actually comes from south side of Chicago, who had seen violence. And he came out of that, and he has been awarded Oscar, Emmy Award, Golden Globe Award. So he's going to come and do a performance.
So there is a beautiful performances lineup as
well. So it's not just listening. It's all about people who have experienced this and how they come out of the violence, and how Gandhiji's influence people around the world, around the globe.
Right.
So we are very, very excited about this event and a wonderful lineup of people. So we welcome people to join, because this is one of a kind. And with the United for Peace partnership, they've been very instrumental in spreading the word, because they have a wonderful connections with the community. Within the last few months, they have grown like I've never seen any organization growing so fast. And they have been the perfect partnership for us, because what they're trying to do is exactly what we have been wanting to do: peace and nonviolence is solution long term, especially in a city like Chicago, where there's so much violence going on.
That's what I think my next question was going to be, Shalini, to you, as somebody from another organization that is joining this initiative, beautiful initiative. So United for Peace, we all know about the organization now and the wonderful work that you guys do. And you have almost become the voice of the community that, we are all in favor of the principles that you guys so actively are propagating. So what is going to be your message for all the community, your supporters, the followers of United for Peace? So your message to everybody who you would like to, invite to the event, so that, as part of your organization or as part of the entire community or diverse community, what is going to be your message for your friends and your supporters, the supporters of United for Peace?
So, Prachi, United for Peace, our central mission is to reignite Gandhi's legacy of nonviolence.
Right.
We feel very passionately, he was a very unique individual who showed a path of nonviolence to the world, which we feel like somehow we have forgotten. And we want to reignite that because the world today needs that more than ever before. We see a disturbing trend in many places where we are moving more towards hate and violence.
Right.
So, using this opportunity of this very special event of Gandhi's 150th birth anniversary, we want to remind everybody in the community that whatever our differences may be, at the core of it is a common humanity that we all need to recognize and celebrate.
Right. No, thank you very much for saying that. Again, the entire combination of the guests, the organizations that are coming forward. I think not only me, the entire community, not only Indian American community. I'm sure the entire diverse population that we have, not only in Chicagoland, but in other states as well, are looking forward to that event. And Nilesh ji, any final words from you for our viewers? As you mentioned, that there is a website that they can visit for more information, but anything that you would like to tell our viewers?
Actually, there's one more thing I want to mention,
Sure.
which is another event we are doing actually the very next day.
Okay.
So this is on October 18th. We are doing another event right after that, which is October 19th, which is a play on Kasturba.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not sure how many people know, but it turns out it also happens to be 150th birthday of Kasturba.
Oh, really?
Not many people know this.
Right.
And, nobody talks about Kasturba, everybody talks about Gandhiji. So we thought it is important to recognize what Kasturba's role was.
Yeah, the role of that woman. Yeah.
In Gandhiji's life and in the movement.
Right.
And, what kind of compromises and sacrifice she did. And she had to endure, and conflict she had to endure. To be part of this movement.
Right.
And so actually there is a full-fledged play of 90 minutes on Kasturba.
What's the venue for the play?
The venue for the play is in Taft High School. High School in Chicago. And even again, you can go to the IDS Events website, and there's information on that one as well. There are tickets available for that as well. So by the way, that play is in English. So you're more than welcome to join that event as well. In fact, we would love to have people there.
Is that a ticketed event?
It's a ticketed event as well.
And details are on the website?
It's the same website, idsevents.org. And actually, there is another piece to that. So we are doing a Kasturba play, and there is a second play actually right after that. It's a short vignette between Gandhiji and Churchill. And Churchill and Gandhiji, as most people know, never got along. So it's a confrontational dialogue. It's a short skit between Gandhi and Churchill. It's actually a part of a bigger play that's called Churchill. And we decided to take a small section out of that between Gandhi and Churchill, dialogue and confrontation between that. So there are going to be two kind of plays back to back. And by the way, both these plays were written by Professor Dr. Nishi Chawla, who is from Washington University. So she teaches English, and she has written both these plays. So we are very fortunate. She's going to come to the event. We're going to have Q&A session after the plays. So it should be a unique event as well, because nobody has learned about Kasturba. I've hardly seen any films on Kasturba, any plays on Kasturba.
So this skit that you talked about, when is that skit going to happen?
It's on the same day.
Same day. Okay.
So there are two back-to-back plays. So in October 19th we have two plays, Kasturba, followed by Churchill and Gandhi skit, and then a Q&A session with Dr. Chawla.
Thank you very much for telling our viewers about that.
Yeah.
And then telling us about Kasturba. Definitely, in order to achieve his mission, definitely she had a
lot to do with it, and when people don't talk about it, and I think we need to recognize her contribution to this. So we thought it was important to do that as well for ideas.
Sure. Yeah. And then again, on behalf of my entire team, thank you for bringing such beautiful event right here in Chicago, and we are so honored to witness that event, and then we are so looking forward to it. And again, for our viewers, October 18th, celebrating Gandhi, his 150th birth anniversary, and the beautiful lineup of the speakers, and there are going to be some beautiful performances as well from Oscar winners and from Emmy award winners, and again, IDS, United for Peace, WBEZ Worldview, and Gandhi Commemorative Stamp Initiative. All these organizations are bringing this beautiful program for you guys. Do not forget, go online and idsevents.org. Go online, buy your tickets, and there is a play next day, 2 plays next day, a play and a skit on October 19th at Taft University. Please go online and buy your tickets. And on that note, Shalini ji, Nilesh ji, thank you very much for speaking with us. It was a truly a pleasure to have you here on our show, and we look forward to seeing you again, and we look forward to meeting you at the event as well.
Absolutely.
We'll be there for sure.
Looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for having us.
Thank you, Prachi.
Thank you.